Okay, so now you will actually do it. If you need some time, I'm going to give you just 2 or 3 minutes more. Then I'm going to discuss or going to start to discuss the same problem, that how we can do it, how we can solve it. Okay, so giving you more than 2 to 3 minutes, some much time to complete this particular problem. Okay. Okay, now, so I think that you will have done it, but let me discuss that how we can do it or how we can solve it. Right. So the thing is, it's not so quite tough actually. Just a minute. Okay. Share. Okay. So if people can see the code, a very small code for it. What we have done in the part of the binary to decimal, that we have divided the part with some modulus and then some division and put the values that are giving a particular add, and then we have multiplied the values, right? But in the decimal part, what is that? If I am trying to convert some values from the decimal to binary, the binary number is consists of 0 and 1. So in each case, we are going to make it in some formation of 0 and 1, right? So it will be a formation, the number will be in the form of some 0 and 1. What we have done here, that we have take a value, and that value we are going to convert. What value we are going to convert? We have taken some value and put it into some variable. Now the second part, the thing that we have divide the number, we have divide the entire number with some modulus part of 2. We have modulus the number with the help of 2 and put it into the array, and put it the value of array. So for each array, for the number, using some for loop, for each looping, for the iteration, for in each particular array set, array index, we are having some values, that is be the modulus value of the number. And secondly, the n will be divided by 2 and storing that value into the n value again. And by doing this, for each part of the array, means we are in the array, suppose ai, in each index we are having a value that will be a combination of 0 and 1. That will be a combination of 0 and 1. And lastly, at the end, we are going to just print that particular array. We are going to print that particular array ai by doing some simple problem, right? So this is the simple concept of putting the value or checking some values of convert, or to convert some values from the decimal to binary, right? Now if we actually run this particular code, so let us go back to the terminal. So first we need to compare it. So suppose gcc This is my file name, and this is helping out to compile this particular file. So while at the time of compilation we are not getting any type of error. Fine, so there is no error. Then flash dot a dot out, flash dot a dot out. It is asking the enter the number to convert. It is asking enter the number to convert. So firstly, in the last program we have done a conversion that is giving some output of 13, and the result was 1101. So the number that was entered 1101, and we are getting some value of 13. So write the number of 13, check what is the value is coming. So the binary number of that particular given value is 1101. So we can check, or we can do it as a vice versa, that the same number we have entered here and we're getting the same result. So at the last time in the conversion of decimal binary to decimal, we are actually giving the input as 1101, and in the decimal part we are getting a value of 13. In the similar case, we are putting a value of 13 and we're getting the same value as the output of 1101. So consider, we can say that this is the particular problem, the code was correct, and we are having, or we are getting a particular correct value, right? So this is the problem for binary to decimal conversion and the decimal to binary conversion, binary to decimal conversion and decimal to binary conversion, right? Now the next problem that you will need to do, just a minute, let me check. Okay, you will need to write a program to print some patterns, right? To make some patterns. So the first problem that you will need to do, you people actually need to make a pattern, write a program to print the following pattern. Write a program to print the following pattern. So what is the pattern? The pattern is actually something like this. So this is the pattern, or we can say the pattern, this name is that half pyramid of star. So we can say this is a half pyramid of star, it will be better term. So this pattern or this particular problem, you will need to write a program for this particular problem. You will need to write a program for this particular problem. Write a program to do this, the half pattern of it, so that we can actually have an output like this. So write a C program. It is a very easy problem. Right now it's 3:49. So I think 3:55 is the best time by which you people can do it actually. So 3:55, you people can do it. So quickly, you people go and do it. So 3:55 will be the time on I am going to go for the next problem. Before that, I am going to show you the output. Means whatever the program I am giving to you people, that I am going to check. I am also doing here, and will show you that yes, the thing can be done, and we can have an output, right? So I will show you the problem, the output at 3:55, and then I am going to give you the next problem. So 3:55 is your time by which you people can show me, or you people can have done. Need to write the code. Okay, so I think that most of you have done it. So let me show you the quick output that yes, whether it can be done or not. So let me show you the output screen for that. Okay, so this is the part. Okay, so I have write some code for it. I'm not going to show you the code actually because the code is very easy. You people have done it several times from the second semester onwards. Okay, so the problem or the statement was very easy. How to do that? The thing is very easy. But first, let me show you the code or show you the output. Uh, so no error is here. ./a.out. So it will be asking this type of things and enter the number of rows. So whatever the number of rows will be giving as input, that number of rows will be printed and show you the half pyramid. So I have inserted the number of 6, right? So we can see that I am getting a value of 6 half pyramids. It will be up to the row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 stars of half pyramid, it is be displayed here, right? So this is the particular scenario. This is how we can actually do it, right? So the code is very simple. Just we need to use some for loop. Here we need to use some for loops, and that for loops we need to use the conditions. Two particular loops will be there. For one is for I, one is for j, right? So the number of rows, the number of less than j, it will be displayed as the star. The star will be printed. Now the next question is that the second, the same thing, the half pyramid. We are going to draw our second half pyramid. The concept is something a little bit changed. That is, the concept is here. We need to print something like this: 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So something like this needs to be printed out, right? Something like this needs to be displayed. So write a code for this, write a C programming code for this particular statement and show and write this on your code, on your program, on your output screen, on your virtual box, on your copy, whether you are comfortable, but do it, okay? Because remember one thing, all of you need to submit those, the number of students are present here, that is 20 to 21. I can see all need to submit their copy. If anyone doesn't, then he will be marked as absent. I am repeating, he will be marked as absent. I have the screenshot of the attendance, that how many of you are in the class. So all of you need to submit that. In case if anyone doesn't submit, then I am not going to mark this present in the class.
So we have to write self program also, as I have written only C program of all the
For this,
questions.
you people need to write only a C program. For the patterns, you people need to write a C program.
Okay,
But
so and
previously,
for other we have to write self program also.
also yes, because in the decimal to binary and binary to decimal conversion, you people need to write the shell program also.
Okay, sir.
So
Sir,
draw. Yes.
I'm not a bit comfortable with C language. I prefer different language. So can I submit in different languages?
Different language means what? C, Java, Python. These are the languages you are comfortable
Java,
in. What language? Okay, you can do
Java.
it. No issue. You can write it on Java. No issue.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So the thing is, you people need to display this particular problem, and then the code, or I am going to show you that yes, this type of code can also be done. We can do this particular type of output. I am going to show you the output, and you will need to write the code by on yourself, okay? Because these are the programs that you will have already done in your second semester. So the thing is very easy. to do it as per my opinion. And these things or these programs will also help you to remind the same thing, the same process, that how we can do it, what we have done. It will be also a quick memory booster also for you people, right? So let's do it quickly. So right now it's 4. I think 4-5 will be the best time for this particular problem, and then I'm going to give you the next pattern that you will need to do. Okay, so 4-5 is the best time. After that, I'm going to show you the output of this particular problem, and then you will need to do it, and I am going to give you another pattern for so I think that this pattern of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was done by you people. So I'm going to show you the output of this particular problem, and then I'm going to give you the next pattern that you will need to do. Right. So let me go for the output section. New share. Fine. So let me first compile the particular problem with GCC, and there is no error as there. So ./a./a.out. So it will be asking some number of rows. I'm giving to write some 6 value. I'm putting some values of 6. So we can see that we are getting a pattern of 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the thing is that we can do it, and I have a confidence that you people can do it. So if I show you the code, then it is of no use. Then I want that you people use your brains to crack this out, and then you will need to submit. And I'm actually giving the time frame very small. Why? Because I don't want you people to copy some from some place and put it right there, right? So that's why I'm not going to give you much time. Also, after the class ends, you will need to submit it quickly. So no copy from some places, nothing, you can do it. So that's why my target is to give it a minimum time to you people, so that you can use your brain actually. So it will be helpful for you people for the upcoming days, for your upcoming futures. It will be a very helpful thing. So that's why I am going to do it. Okay, now the next pattern that you people need to do, right? So the next pattern, so we have done the concept of 1 2 3 4 5 and the stars. Okay, so the next pattern you people need to do, that is an alphabetical pattern. The thing is, it will be some alphabetical pattern. The pattern is capital A, capital B, capital B, C, capital C, capital D, capital D. So this is the next pattern that you people need to do. This is an alphabetical pattern. You people need to write some code on it, a C programming code obviously. Write some C programming code on it, and you people need to show it into the output section. You people need to show it into the output section, right? So quickly do this particular problem. So here there is some a tricky part is there while I'm trying to do this particular alphabetical pattern. Some tricks is there. So first I would like that you people do it on your own. Then I'm going to show you the code for this, obviously the code, and so also at the same time the output. Okay, by the time I'm going to do it and make it ready. So 4:06 is the time. So I think 4:10 will be the best time by which you can actually cover it. Okay, so 4:10 is the best time by which we can show you. I am going to show you the code and the output, right? So 4:10, by that time you will do it. Okay, so now is the time to show you the code of the particular problem. So first, before showing you the code, before showing you the out code of the problem, then first I would like to show you the output of the particular problem, that what will be the output, how we can do it. Okay, right? So first let me show you the output, that what is the thing or what is the trick here. So dot slash a dot out, right? Check the statement clearly, that enter an uppercase character you want to print in the last row. Now, can anyone tell me what will be the value we need to write here? Enter an uppercase character you want to print in the last row. What is my pattern? That A, B, B, C, 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 D, D, D. This is the pattern, right? So can anyone tell me that what will be the value that we need to write into the input section? Anyone?
E.
Sir, E.
Okay, so most of you are saying that it will be E. Whether it will be not A. Fine. So as most of you are saying that it is E, so I'm trying to write the value E. And if let me check that what is the result coming out. So here the thing is, the trick is here, that if anyone by mistake write the uppercase as A, so it will be stopped in the first line. It will not go to the next line, because it was clearly mentioned that enter an uppercase character we want to print into the last row. So whatever the value, up to how much loop, in the previous pattern statement we are using a statement that write the number of rows. Here we are not actually mentioning the number of rows, we are mentioning the character value that is helping us to loop the rows, right? So previously we are writing some values of 5 and 6, that up to 5 row we are trying to make it. Here we are trying to make it, we are looping with help of the character, with help of the character. Okay, so let me check, or let us check that what is the code for this particular problem. What is the code for this particular problem? So here, this is the code for this particular problem. We have used an alphabet as capital S, mentioning that this is the capital A alphabet, and up to that it is starting alphabet A, and then we are mentioning that up to which particular value we are going to, we are trying to run the particular loop. Up to which particular value we are trying to run the particular loop. Then for loop using that particular input value of A plus 1, and then the alphabet up to how much particular value of the input that will be calculated, and with respect to that the alphabet is actually getting incremented. The alphabet is getting moved to the next part, that is A plus 1 B. That is the concept here we are using here to make it happening, right? So by this particular concept we are actually getting this particular scenario of A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E. Okay, so if I actually mention this up to suppose L, so it will go on to this particular type of problems, right? So this simple tricks will be there for you people, that you people need to find out that how we can do it, how we can solve it, how we can make it, right? There is one more problem, the last problem for today's class, that I'm going to give you people, that the inverted, not the inverted, let us move to okay, fine, let us move to the next pattern, that is make a pattern of something like this. Means we can say a full pyramid. So this is the pattern that we need to draw. The last problem for today's class, the last problem that you will need to print, you will need to draw a pattern, something like this. Okay, so I think there is slight mistake. I have drawing the pattern. Just a minute. The pattern will be something like this actually. Okay, let me first clear the whole concept. The pattern will be looks like this. Okay. So this is the pattern. Means in the first there will be 1 star, in the second line there will be 3 star, in the next line there will be 5 star, in the next line there will be 7 star. So this is the pattern that we need to draw in our last problem of today's class. So quickly, this is the 4:15 and there is not much time also. So quickly we will do it and then we are going to close this particular classes for today. Then we are going to do this in our next classes, right? Okay, so there is not much time, so this is 4:15 already, so we will quickly do it and then we are going to get the output from you people. Okay, so the time is almost going to end very quickly. It's almost 4:17. Only 2 minutes left. After that, the link will be disconnected automatically. So now the part that is from 4:30, I will share you the link at 4:30. Right? The link will be shared at 4:30, and by 6:30, 2 minutes time, 2 hours time actually I am giving. As you will need to write it, I am very fast. I am telling the problems and then I'm showing you that is very fast actually. So I am giving you 2 hours, max to max 2 hours. By the time of 6:30, I want all the 21 people, 21 students submit their PDF file into the given link, right? At 4:30, I am going to share you the link into the group, and by 6:30, all of you, all the 20 students need to submit. Okay, after that, by checking those who have submitted, I am going to mark their attendance. Those who don't or who are not submitted the PDF file, they will be marked as absent. So no, nothing means writing your names in the chat box will not help you for today's class. I am going to mark the attendance with the help of those who are present, those who have submitted their PDF file into the given link, right? So this is all for today's class, and the last one will be on your own. If you will able to solve it, then it's good. Otherwise, we are going to start the discussion from this particular problem of the pattern problem. Okay, so this is the particular statement, but before closing out, let me show you this output screen. Okay, so you people can see, yes, this particular pattern can be drawn. I have drawn it. I have done the program already. So this is the last program for today's class. So by 6:30, all of you need to submit the PDF file into the given link. By saying that, we are going to meet you people again on tomorrow's class. Till that time, please be very safe and use sanitizer to wash your hands and wear mask if you are getting outside of your home. Okay, stay safe and take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So